Hello. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Thank you for coming to our September Challenger class. Today is our final class, week 4. So well done on getting through 4 weeks of our Challenger Level 3 class. It's definitely not easy, so I'm glad that you all made it and you're now in our final week. Okay, so today's class will be similar to the previous weeks. We are going to start with a warm-up together. And then following the warm-up, we will do 5 exercises in a circuit style. So 5 exercises, we are doing 90 seconds each. And then we're gonna run through that twice. So we'll do the 5 exercises, 2 rounds, and then you're done. So today's class, as I mentioned previously, because it's our level 3, our fast-paced, high-intensity class, if you're finding that anything is a little too challenging or a little too fast, not to worry. You're more than welcome to slow down any of the movements that you see if it's just too much for you. Or you're more than welcome to take breaks if you need during the circuit. And then the clock will keep running for the 90 seconds per exercise. So if you do need to stop and take a break, please jump back in as soon as you can, because we do want to work on some of that endurance part of our exercise abilities too. And if anything is feeling a little too quick for you, you are more than welcome to slow it down as long as the underlying quality stays the same. So you want the movements to be as exaggerated and as big as we can, even if you are slowing it down. Or if you're speeding it up, same thing, you still want the movements to be as big as possible. If we're speeding up the movements and your movements are now becoming really small, I'd rather you go slower and bigger than to go as fast as you can. But have the movements be really small. Okay, so during the class, if we have late joiners, I'll be coming forward to the screen and letting folks in from the waiting room. So if that happens, just ignore me, keep moving, and we will get started. I just want to make sure that everyone's got their audios connected. Okay, perfect. I think I can see everyone's audios connected. All right. I'm going to have a stand up and we're going to start our warm-up. Okay, everyone. We are going to start with some nice big marching on the spot. Now, as we're doing our marching, remember we are always trying to lift the legs as high as we can, really thinking about stomping the floor. And we're swinging the arms as big as we can. So if I go sideways, you can see my arms are going back behind me just as much as they are going forward. So we don't want to be like this. We want to be like this, as big and as exaggerated as you can. I always say the sillier you feel when you're doing a movement, that probably means you're doing it right. Okay, keep going. And let's travel sideways. Just traveling sideways in the space that you've got, making sure you're not going to hit anything. So be careful not to trip on any of your furniture, depending on the size of room you've got there. We're going sideways, and as we're traveling, we are still maintaining the big stomp. The swinging of the arms. We don't want to get small just because we're now moving sideways. Let's go back to the middle. We're going to try marking and a circle on the spot. Once you've done a circle in one direction, we're going to start in the other direction. And as much as you can, if you are able to turn on the spot, even better. You're trying to stomp the floor still, and we're still trying to swing the arms as much as we can as we are doing this circle here. Nicely done, everyone. Let's do one more. Then let's do some lunges. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. We're going to do some lunges forward and back with the same leg. You'll notice that one leg, this time is my left leg, is staying anchored on the floor. Can you see this leg is moving? It's my other leg that's doing the forward and backwards lunging. The one leg is staying grounded to the floor, and it's just my right leg doing the forward backwards lunging. Now, if you're not able to do a lunge, don't worry, you can do a step as well. But if you are doing a step, I want to go as big as you can with the steps. You're really having this kind of forward and backwards translation of your center of gravity. So you don't want to see anyone do this. This is too small. We got to go big enough that your trunk and your center of gravity is actually moving. So even if you're not doing that full lunge, that's okay. But really think about that traveling. You're using your leg to push, to propel you in the other direction. Nicely done, everyone. So remember, if you're doing the step, same thing, you're propelling, you're pushing, and you're propelling yourself in the other direction by pushing with that leg. Nicely done. Let's try the other side. We're going to switch legs, same thing. So whether you're stepping or lunging, whichever version works for you, but you're moving on leg to push and propel you in the opposite direction. Nicely done. Getting the legs nice and warm, pushing and propelling. Remember, if you're doing a step, same thing, you're doing that next big step, pushing and propelling you in the opposite direction with that leg. Nicely done, everyone. Okay, let's try going sideways. I'm going to face you, and I'm going to start with my legs together. We're going to go out to the side. So see how I'm bending my leg, and now I'm using that same leg to push and propel me back to the center. And then I'm going to the other side. That leg is going to push and propel me back to the center. We're going to keep going side to side. Keep going. I'm just letting somebody in from the waiting room. So really think about that propulsion. Using your legs to push you to where you want to go. And we're really trying to make that step as wide as we can. So I don't want to see anyone do this, because if your steps are this small, can you see I'm not actually moving my center of gravity very much? I want to use that leg to push myself in the opposite direction. Really warming up the legs and using that leg to push. Yeah, nice push off of the, nicely done, everyone. Pushing off of the floor. Good. Nicely done. Big push. Hello, hello to people who have just joined. Welcome, welcome. Someone else in the waiting room. Keep going, keep pushing. We're going to do this a little bit longer. Pushing yourself to the middle, propelling and pushing. Good. Nicely done, everyone. Let's do 4 more. Last 4. Big push. 3. Big push. 2. Big push. 1 big push and rest. Okay. Next, we're going to hold on to something, whether that's a wall, a table, back of a chair, whatever you've got. We're going to do some leg swings. So just like last time, we're not doing this without holding on, because I don't want this exercise to be about balance. It's more about trying to open up the hip, loosen up the hip. And so I'm holding on to a wall here, as you can see, and I'm going to swing my leg as loosely as I can, as big and loose as I can. But we don't want anyone holding the leg like this. We want to think of our leg as almost like cooked spaghetti, nice and floppy and nice and loose. That kind of noodly quality is what we're aiming for. Loosey-goosey and floppy as you can, trying to swing that leg, open up that hip as loose as you can. And so I will hold you onto a wall so you don't have to hold anything rigid for balance. And just let your arm do whatever it wants to do. Let momentum kind of take over here. Your aim for loosey-goosey leg swings. Think spaghetti quality. Yeah, nicely done. Okay, let's try the same thing on the other side. So we're still holding on, whether that's a wall, table, chair, or whatever you've got. And oops, just like before, we're gonna think about swinging that leg. You're thinking about that loose quality, that cooked spaghetti, overcooked spaghetti kind of quality, that loosey, very noodly, floppy kind of feeling. So make sure you're not holding an easy rigid, you're letting momentum kind of take over and do its thing. And let your arm just do what it wants, wherever momentum takes it. But you're trying to be as loose as you can. We're not holding anything in place. We just want to swing the legs and get the hip to loosen up and open. So as loose as you can be is best. Get nicely done, everyone. Loosey-goosey. Floppy, floppy. Nicely done. And then we're going to come to the middle. Our hands are going to be in front of us. We're just going to do a little bit of chest opener here. So you can imagine you have a bow and arrow. You're pulling your elbow back, pulling your elbow back. So from the side, you can see I'm pulling my elbow back so that I'm kind of rotating. I'm rotating my upper body here, pulling the elbow back. Make sure you're really thinking about the elbow. We're not just swinging our arms in random directions, but you're pulling the elbows like you're pulling back a bow. Nicely done. Pulling with the elbow. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend that a little more. So I'm going to pull the elbow back and then I'm going to extend with my arms. So pulling the elbow, extend with the arms, and you're letting your gaze kind of follow, but you're still starting that movement with the elbow pulling back. Good, nicely done. Elbow, pulling back, elbow, elbow. Good, keep going, keep going. I'm just gonna mute a couple people in the session. Of course, by all means, if you have questions, you're more than welcome to unmute, but the reason I'm keeping everyone muted is because anyone who's unmuted, your screen is gonna come up in the recording. And I just wanna make sure the recording just has my video in it. And you won't have to worry about the people watching you. Pulling back with that elbow, nicely done. And let's rest. Let's do some shoulder rolls quickly. We're just gonna bring the shoulders up to the ears. We're not doing anything too big right now. We're kind of just letting the shoulders go, getting some movements in. And let's go forward with the shoulder rolls. Same thing. Good, nicely done. Forward with the shoulder rolls. And then let's do some arm circles. So we're going to take one arm and we're going to circle. Oops, let me turn this on because otherwise my arm's cut off. Just one arm circling back, only one. And then when you're ready, your other arm is going to circle forward. So both arms are circling, but they're going in opposite directions. So even though they're going in opposite directions, you can see that I touch the top at the same time and the bottom at the same time. Nicely done. I know this one's a little tough. Little thinking involved. Okay, let's drop the arms. Let's try the other side. So the other arm is now going to circle back. Just one to start with, circling back. My closet door keeps opening. And then the other arm, you're going to circle forward. So that one arm is circling back, one arm circling forward, and they're hitting the bottom at the same time and hitting the top at the same time. Nicely done, everyone. Waking up the brain. Well, nicely done. Although as soon as I say that, I can see some people messed up. Whoops, maybe I didn't have that distracting you. And we'll shake it out. Okay, we'll shake out the legs as well. Okay, so hopefully you're a bit warmer. If not, don't worry. We will definitely get warm in a moment when we do our circuit. So we have 5 exercises that we're doing. We're doing 90 seconds each exercise. And then we're going to run through that time, and that's it. Okay, so not too difficult, hopefully. We are going to start with a reverse lunge and figure of 8 arms. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me better. So we're going to do reverse lunge, and it looks like this. I'm stepping back, And I'm lunging, so it's almost like I'm about to kneel on the floor, but not actually. My knee is not actually going to the floor, but it almost looks like it's about to. So that's a reverse lunge. And while we do that, we're going to clasp our hands in front of us, and we're going to do a sideways figure of eight. So it'll look like this, lunging, holding your balance in the lunge. You're doing a big figure of eight, and then you do the same thing on the other side, big figure of eight, holding your balance. Okay. If you don't want to do a lunge, that's okay. You don't have to. You can do a step instead. But if you are doing the stepping version, I still want to challenge you to move as big as you can. I don't want to see anyone do this, because this is way too small. If you look at where my legs are, way too small. Can you see that my trunk is kind of not moving? It's staying on the same spot. Whereas if you step back far enough, can you see my trunk has moved? So it's like I'm pulling me back and then pulling me forward. I want that kind of transference of that center of gravity. Whereas if you're like this, you're not really getting that transference because you're still pretty much on the spot. So you really want to make sure we're taking that big step. You're challenging your balance by stepping back. And just be a little bit careful with this one. I don't want anyone to fall backwards. So just make sure there's nothing you're going to trip on behind you. And maybe do it a little slower if you feel really wobbly. So you're really stationing yourself in that kind of step or lunge or whatever you decide to do. And then you add in the arms of that figure of eight, but you're trying to hold that balance nice and steady. Okay, I'm getting my timer. We've got 90 seconds. Are we ready? We can go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Big lunge or step with that figure of eight arms as big as you can. And as you do your figure of eight arms, you're moving so big that you're twisting side to side. It's almost like you're kayaking, except your hands are caught together. But it's like that motion of kayaking where you're moving to either side, you're twisting your upper body. So whether you're doing lunge or step, it's up to you. But I want your movement to be big enough that you're actually having some of that transference of weight. I don't want to see anyone's trunk staying in the same spot. You got to step out back enough, big enough for you to actually be moving back and then forward. So it's like someone pulling you back and then pulling you forward again. Nicely done. You got 30 seconds. Well done, everyone. Make sure you stand up fully each time before you do the other leg. Keep your trunk upright if you can. Imagine your upper body like an elevator. You can only go up and down, not forward and back, only up and down. 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Chest up, chest up. The entire time, chest up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nicely done, everyone. Take out your legs if you need. Okay, so our next one, we're going to do some side lunges, similar to what we did for our warm-up, except for this one, you have the option to add in a jump if you want, but you don't have to. Let me show you the version without a jump. We're starting with our feet together. We're going to step up to the side, touch the floor, come back to the middle, touch the other side. Step out into kind of like a squat lunge, and then come back. So I'm stepping out to the side to squat down, touch the floor, come back up to the middle, touch the floor, come back up to the middle. It'll look like this. And it's really important that your body is moving side to side. So I don't want to be like this. Even if you can't touch the floor, that's fine. Just touch your knees or go as far down as you can. But I don't want to see anyone stay in the middle like this. It's too small. You have to step out so that your trunk is actually going side to side. And the option to jump, if you want, you don't have to. If you want to add the jump, it looks like this. Jumping out, jumping in. Jumping out, jumping in. You don't have to add the jump, it's up to you. But if you do, you're more than welcome to do so. If you can't do it for the entire 90 minutes, perhaps you can mix the two. So you can do some jumping and then some stepping if you want. You don't have to. Okay, but either way, no matter what version you're doing, whether it's jumping or not, we're making the movement big. I don't want to see anyone do this. You want to step out enough that your trunk is moving side to side. Okay, off we go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Touch down, touch up. So remember, you can either do the stepping version or the jumping version if you like, or you can mix 2, it's up to you. But regardless of what version you're doing, you're really trying to make that movement as big as you can. Even if you can't touch the floor, that's okay. But we still want that kind of up and down movement with your trunk. I'll keep cycling through both versions so that you can see, just in case you're getting lost. Good job, everyone. Remember, if you are stepping out to the side or jumping, whichever version you're doing, you're getting low. You're trying to sink your bottom down to the floor. So I don't want to see anyone do this. I don't want it to come from the hips. I want it to be a bottom down kind of movement. 30 seconds. But even if you're doing a jumping version, try to sink your bottom down to the floor if you can. 25. We've done 20 seconds. Remember, you don't have to do my speed. You're more than welcome to slow it down. Don't make the movement big. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And right. Ooh, well done. Oh my goodness. Okay. You've done 2 exercises. You've got 3 exercises left. So our next one is going to be a boxing combination. This one, we're doing a bit of traveling again, as you can see from the theme of our exercises so far. Lots of movement, lots of traveling for your balance. So we are going to start in our fighter stand. So with our fighter stand, one leg is forward, one leg is back on a diagonal. I am not doing this, right? I'm not having one leg directly behind the other. It's like I'm just standing normally, but one leg is kind of on back, so sort of on a diagonal. Okay, we'll bring our arms up, and here's our boxing combination. I'm going to move forward slightly. I am going to go my lead arm. I'm going to do 2 punches with my lead arm like this, followed by a punch with my rear arm, and then I'm going to do 2 uppercuts like this. And then I'm going to do 2 step backs or lunge backs like this. So see, I'm on a diagonal, and then I'm going to do 2 forward on a diagonal. And then after that, I'm either going to jump to switch my legs or step to switch, and same thing again. Whoops. Looks like this. 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts. 2 step backs. 1, 2, 2 forward. 1, 2, and either jump or step to the other side. So when we're doing our punching, you never want to just do this. We'll see how I'm just punching with my arms. I want to use my trunk when I punch. So I'm never like this with my arms, but I'm using my body to throw punches because I want there to be power. I don't want it to just be my arms extending. I want power behind my punches. So you want it to come from your trunk. So again, the combination is 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts, and then 2 of those step backs. 1, 2, 2 forward. 1, 2, and switch to the other side, either jump or step. Same thing here. 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts. Remember, we're using our bodies in step backs. 2 forward. And then we keep going. Okay. So for this one, you're more than welcome to go as quick as you can, as long as you're maintaining my same position. I don't want to see anyone do this. Okay. And the movement isn't quite that big, powerful movement. But of course, you're also more than welcome to slow it down. I'm going to do it slower, actually. I'm going to do maybe about half the time I was doing just now, in case you get a little bit lost with the choreography. But you're more than welcome to speed it up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts, 2 low step backs on a diagonal, and then 2 forward. And then either jump or step to switch. 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts under the chin, 2 step backs. Jump or step to switch. 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts, target root zone underneath the chin, step back, step forward. You're welcome to speed it up if you like. I'm going to keep going at this pace in case anyone is tired. But if you have the combination, I'd like to challenge you to go a little faster, but maintaining that same power. It's almost like you're punching so hard that you're getting a whoosh down in the end. You got 15 seconds. Last 10. 4, 1, and rest. Nicely done, everyone. Okay. You've got 2 exercises left. And you're done round 1. And then we'll run through all 5 again for round 2. And then you're done. Okay, so you're almost halfway. Next exercise we're going to do is going to be our big and small or our movement contrast. You might remember this one. Now, for this one here, I've got 2 options for you today. So let me show you the first version. We're going to start with the legs together, or as close together as you can if it doesn't feel comfortable having your legs completely together. We're going to pull down into as small of the ball as you can. And then from here, we're going to step out as big as we can. Notice my fingers are splaying wide open. I'm reaching out like I'm filling up as much room as I can. And that same leg is going to come back in as small as I can. Other side. As big as I can. And then as small as I can, and so on and so forth. Now, if you want a bit of a challenge, and you've done this exercise before, if you've been to my previous challenger classes, we are going to add in a turn, if you like, and it looks like this. Going down, stepping out. That same leg is coming in. Same leg going out. Coming in. So see how I'm turning on the spot here? So one leg is kind of down, and I'm pivoting. And then once you make one circle around, you're going to go the other way. The other leg is now stepping out. But if you are doing the turning version, I don't want to see anyone do this. We don't want to be here in the middle. We want to make sure we have that kind of vertical displacement of our body. Okay. Let me get the timer. Ready? We go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. As small as you can. Small, small, small. A big circle, fingers. And in. Out. You're filling as much space as you can. If you want to do the turning version, you're more than welcome. I'm going to stay here in case this is anyone's first time doing this exercise and you're not doing turning. Big reach and reach. Spread those fingers. I want to see those fingers blade and reaching. You want energy to extend all the way to the ends of your fingertips and all the way to the ends of your toes. As big and as exaggerated as you can. The sillier you feel, the better. Make the movement as big as you can, as exaggerated as you can. Spread those fingers. Where are those fingers? Spread the fingers wide, like your fingers are going to grow and elongate and reach the opposite side of the room. Stepping out as wide as you can. There you go. 20 seconds left. Keep breathing. You can 15. Lift that leg up as high as you can. Step out and in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Okay. One exercise left. And we'll have a short break. And then we're going to do all 5 again. And then you're done. Okay, next one. We are going to use a wall. Ideally, the wall has no pictures or anything you might hit your limbs on. And what we're going to do is we are going to lean back into the wall. So I want my hips, my entire spine, my shoulders to be against the wall, and I'm walking with my feet out away from the wall, such that my entire upper body is leaning against the wall, but my legs are away from the wall. So if the wall fell right behind you, you would fall back. So we are going to do some wall hits. We've done this a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. We are going to slide down that wall as if we're sitting on an invisible chair. And from here, we are going to have our hands on the wall. And we're going to put our legs like that. We're going to hit as hard as we can, as many times as we can for 20 seconds. Then we're going to stand up for a 10-second rest. And we're going to do that 3 times. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 times, which will fill up the entire 90-second rest. So again, we're keeping our back on the wall. Nobody should be like this, okay? We're keeping our back on the wall, sliding down the wall. So it's like we're sitting down on an invisible chair. And then we're going to take the right up. So notice my arms are wide on the wall to help balance. We're taking 20 seconds as hard as you can. Stand up, 10 seconds rest. We're doing that 3 times. And then we'll have a short break. Okay, ready. Going 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Big kick. As hard as you can. Imagine there's someone in front of you that you're trying to kick across the room. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Keep going. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing back up. Breathe. You got 10 seconds breath. 2 more rounds of this. And then we're having a break. We go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Pretend you're sitting in that invisible chair, kicking in front of you as hard as you can. Hit, 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 hit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Breathing. Deep breaths. Get your breath. Deep breath, air into the lungs, and we're going to go again in 3, 2, 1. Last round, sinking down, big kicks as hard as you can. Go, go, go. You can do this. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breath. Woo. Walk around the room. Pace. Have a sip of water if you need. Try not to sit down or lie down. It'll be very tough to pick up afterwards. Let your heart rate come down. Deep breath into the lungs, breathing, pacing. If you need, perch on something, but try not to lounge or lie down or sit back fully onto a couch because it'll be really difficult getting back up afterwards. Want to keep your body in as much of an activated position as possible so we can finish the rest of the time. Little sips of water if you need. Try not to have too much water, otherwise we'll get cramps in our stomach as we get moving again. Nice sit down, everyone. We have a 2-minute break here. Woohoo! Keep breathing. We do want the heart rate to come down a little bit for a break. And the reason we're having a short 2-minute break is because we do want to work on some of that cardio, some of that endurance. We want to keep going as much as we can. But remember, if at any point you need a break, that's okay. Take a break, but get right back into it if you can. The clock will always keep running. And hopefully, eventually, you'll be able to do the entire 90 seconds. If you're not able to today, that's okay. But we gotta start somewhere. Gotta build on something. But so far, so good. Well done, everyone. Level 3 is definitely not easy. It's our high level, high intensity class. So well done for being here and for kicking your own butts and putting yourself through the paces. Keep pacing, keep your legs moving, don't get cold. Last 30 seconds. You're almost done. We've got our same 5 exercises one more time, and then you are done. You are almost there. Breathing. Little bits of water if you need. Try not to chug too much in one go. We've done, everybody. 10 seconds. And let's come back to the middle when you're ready. Okay, so 5 exercises again from the beginning. We do all 5 again, and then you're done. You're almost at the finish line. So the first exercise we have is a reverse lunge with those figure 8 arms. So it looks like this. Lunging back, holding your balance as you're doing as big of a figure 8 as you can. Switching sides. And remember, you don't have to do the lunge. If you want, you can do that step and do the same thing. But if you are doing the step, I don't want to see anyone do this. This is too small. See how my legs are barely stepping out and my body staying relatively in the middle. I want you to step up far enough that your body actually goes back and forward. Whereas if you're like this, your body's staying in the same place, but we want that kind of backwards and forward translation with the thumb. Okay, I think we remember this one. Okay, we have 90 seconds. Ready? We go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Reverse lunge, big figure 8 with the arms. You can do this. Breathing. You can do anything for 90 seconds. Keep breathing. You're feeling quite tired, mind over matter. Really think about making that movement as big as you can. Perhaps you have to slow down. That's okay. We're trying to make that movement as big as we can. We have 60 seconds left, 1 minute. That's it. And then you'll never see this exercise again. Breathing as big as you can make those arms, really holding a balance. 50 seconds. Remember, if you're doing a step, that's fine, but we're trying to make that movement as big as we can. 40 seconds. You can do this. You are almost there. Keep going, breathing. Last 30 seconds of hard work. Only 4 exercises after this, and then you're done. You can do this. You are almost there. 20. Keep going if you can. Keep going. 15 seconds. You are almost there. You're almost there. Breathing. Big arms. Big arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Walk it off if you need. Shake those arms. Shake out those legs. Well done, everyone. Oh my goodness. Woo. You have 4 exercises left and you're done. I hope you're breathing hard. So our next one, you have 2 options. You can either step or jump. And it looks like this. Stepping out, you're squatting down and reaching up. Stepping out, you squat down and reach up. If you can't touch the floor, don't worry, touch your knees or dangle your arms down, whatever you can reach. Out and in, you're stepping out as far as you can. Again, we want there to be that thyroid translation. Or if you want, you can jump up, jump up. You don't have to, it's up to you. Right, so this is exercise number 2. After this, we have 3 left, and that's it. Dig deep if you can. If you need a break, that's okay. Take a break and get right back in if you can. You can do this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Off we as you can, stepping out. Touching the floor, reaching up. If you want, you can do that jumping version. It's entirely up to you. When things get hard, really think about breathing deep into those lungs. Mind over matter a little bit here. You can do this, 50 seconds. Remember, if this is too fast, that's okay, slow it down, but try to make your movement as big as possible. If you need a break, take a break, get right back in if you can. Or try to keep going. Keep breathing, 40 seconds left, that's it. You can do this. Big steps, big, big, big. Reaching up, reaching down. Sink that bottom to the ground. 30 seconds. Almost there, 25, 25. You can do this. Breathing. 20 seconds. That's it. You can do this. You're almost there. 15. Breathing. Last 10 seconds. If you want to add the jump, add the jump. If you don't, that's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Oh my goodness. Well done. Walk it off. Walk it off. Breathing, breathing. Oh my goodness, you guys. You're all champions. Well done. This was definitely not easy. I'm so proud. We have 3 exercises left. And then you're done. And then you won't see me again for a while. Breathing. Nicely done, everyone. Okay. Next one is our boxing combination. So I'll show you to remind you. So we're in our fighting stance. So one leg forward, one leg back on that diagonal. So then we're not like this, right? We're separating the legs on that diagonal. We're doing 2 punches with our lead arm, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts, and then 2 of those step lunges back, and then 2 of those step lunges, step squat forward. And then we either step to switch or jump to switch. Same thing again. 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts, 2 of those stepping squat back, 2 forward. And then either jump or step to switch leg. And remember, the punches coming from the top. We're not like this, right? We're not just doing that with our arms. We're using our body. We're using our body to drive the punches and not just power behind the punches. Okay, so I'm going to do this one slow again like before, just in case you get lost with the choreography. But once you get it, you're more than welcome to speed it up. But I do want movement to come from your trunk up. Okay. Going 3, 2, 1, off we go. 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts, 2 of those steps back, 2 traveling step forward. Jump or step to split. And again, 2 lead, 1 rear, 2 uppercuts, target zone under the chin, 2 steps back, and 2 steps forward. And switch. Once you have this, you are more than welcome to speed it up. I'm going to keep doing the speed in case anyone's lost. Hopefully you didn't just hit your back wall like I did there. Remember, using your body to help you drive those punches, especially those uppercuts, can feel a little bit awkward to do. You're really trying to drive the uppercut from your body, from your legs. Use your trunk. You've got 30 seconds. Nicely done, everyone. 20 seconds. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Shake it out. Pace around. Let your breathing calm down. Let your heart rate come down. Deep breaths if you can. Well done, everyone. You've got 2 exercises left, and we are done. You are almost there. 2 exercises. That's 3 minutes of hard work, and that's it. 3 minutes. That's all you've got left. You can do this. Okay. Next exercise. our movement contrast, or our big and small, and this is the one where we have the option to turn if we want. And it looks like this, as small as we can, stepping out as big as we can, spreading those fingers as wide as we can. Big step in as small as we can, out as big as we can, and back in. And the turning version, we're stepping out and in, and we're kind of rotating on the spot here. And once you've done one circle around, you do the same thing on the other leg, all the way around. It's back and forth. We can do the non-turning version in case anyone hasn't done it before. So I think there might be one or two people who are new today. So welcome to the Challenger class. If you're new, even though it's our last class, off we go, stepping out. Spread those fingers. I want to see those big fingers. Even bigger than that. You can do this. Big fingers. Spread those fingers. Imagine you've got air, power, light coming out of the ends of your fingertips and the ends of your toes, and you're trying to spread them all around the room. Point them in every direction. Nicely done. You've got 60 seconds left. You can do this. Last minute, you'll never see this exercise again. And after this, we only have one exercise left and you're done. You can do this. Keep going. Try not to stop. You can do this 45 seconds. Try not to stop if you can. Keep moving. Even if you have to slow down, just keep moving. 40 seconds. Spread those fingers as wide as you can. Last 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That's all you've got. You can do this. Breathing. Dig deep. You can do this. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. Keep moving, spreading those fingers as wide as you can. We're all flying together. We can do this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Oh my goodness. Well done, everyone. Breathing. You've got one exercise, like just one, and you're done. You can do this. Last 90 seconds of hard work, and then you've done your challenger. Okay, our last one, arguably probably our hardest one. Save the best for last. We are going to lean back into the wall. So you want your hips, your entire spine, and your shoulders to be on the wall. You're walking your feet out in front of you so that you're leaning your weight fully into the wall. Now, when the timer starts, we're going to fly down the wall. Make sure your arms are wide on the wall to help you with balance. We're going to imagine we're sitting down on an invisible chair. So we're going to kick the legs as powerfully as we can for 20 seconds. Stand up for 10 seconds. We repeat that 3 times, and that fills up our 90-second round. This is your very last one. For this one, I want to try and get everyone to keep going for the entire 90 seconds if you can. Try not to take a break, other than the 10-second break that's already embedded into the exercise. We're going to try our best to finish off really strong. 90 seconds of hard work, and that's it. You can do this. Yes, you can. Are we ready? I'm getting my timer. You can do this. We go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Sitting down in that invisible chair. Give me those kicks. Give me those kicks. Kick as hard as you can. Kick as hard as you can. You can do this. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing up and have a rest. When you're doing the kicking, it helps to lean back into the wall more. If you're kind of like this, you're not leaning back, it's very hard to balance. We go again in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Sliding down the wall. Imagine sitting in that invisible chair. Kicking down the doors in front of you. Kicking down the screen in front of you. Kicking down parking things in front of you. Whatever it is that motivates you. Power through those legs. You can do this. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing back up, breathing. 10 seconds break. You got one more of these. Last 20 seconds of hard work and you're done. Big feet. You can do this for 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Last 20 seconds. Go, 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 go. Give me those kicks. Go, 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 go. You can do this. You're almost there. You're almost there. Keep going. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, One, and breath. Oh my goodness. Well done. Walk it out, walk it out. Breathing. Let your heart rate come down. Little sips of water if you need. Try not to sit down. We're gonna pace the room. Let the heart rate come down. Nice job, everyone. Oh my goodness. Well done. You completed the September Challenger. 4 weeks. You've done it. You're all champions. Well done, everyone. Breathing. Breathing. When you're ready, let's stretch it out. Coming back to the middle. Deep breaths. Big breath in through the nose. Reaching up. Stretching. And we'll wiggle the fingers down. Let's do that again. Breath in. And then breath out. Wiggle the fingers down. One more. Breath in. Reaching up to the ceiling. And breath out. Wiggle those fingers down. We're going to take our hand, grab the opposite elbow, and pull it towards our shoulder for a stretch. You should feel that stretch kind of here on the outside of the arm. And if you drop that shoulder that you're stretching, you'll feel that stretch a little more. If you need to, you can pace. If you need to keep moving, that's fine. Done. And let's do the other side. Same thing, pulling that arm in, dropping that shoulder away from the ear. You can pace, walk, sway, whatever you need to do. And let the heart rate come down. Deep breath into your belly. And drop the arms. Let's go one leg forward, one leg back. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. You're trying to straighten that back knee as much as you can. And you're thinking, reaching that back heel down to the floor. And you should feel a stretch in the back calf muscle there, breathing. Nicely done, everyone. And then bring that leg in a little more. We're going to switch by shifting our weight back. So the front leg is now straight and the back leg is bent. And you should feel a stretch at the back of that straightened thigh. Breathing. Oh my goodness. Well done, everyone. And we didn't even lose anyone in the class. Well done. No one left halfway. Okay, other side. Front leg straight, back leg, or sorry, front leg bent, back leg straight. You want to really straighten that back knee and dig that back heel down into the floor to feel that stretch in the calf muscle at the back. Breathing, elongating that leg. Well done, everyone. And then let's bring that leg in a little more. Shift our weight back so the front leg is now straight and the back leg is bent. Feel a stretch behind that straightened back thigh, slash knee. Very well done, everyone. Really, really good stuff. And coming back up. We're going to hold on to a wall. We're going to do a thigh stretch. You can grab your foot, pull it towards your bottom. Make sure your knees are in one line. Push your hips forward to feel that stretch in the front thigh. Or if this is too hard, don't worry. Put a chair behind you and place that foot onto a chair or a stool. The higher the chair, the more you'll feel that stretch in the thigh muscle. Breathing as you're doing this. And let's switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Pulling that foot towards your bottom. Keep your knees in one line. Push your hips forward. Breathing as you're doing this. And legs wide, last stretch. Arms up into a T shape. And we're going to do a big stretch. Reaching with those fingertips across. Keep your chest facing forward if you can. So you should feel that stretch on the outside of your trunk. Breathing. And same thing on the other side. Big reach over. Keep your chest forward if you can, so you can feel that stretch on the outside of your torso. Nicely done. And come back up. And you are done. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you're sweating buckets like I am. And I hope you're stiff and sore tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me for the September Challenger. I am so proud of all of you for finishing the class. 4 weeks of level 3 is definitely not easy. You've done it. Very, very well done. I hope you give yourself a big hug, get yourself some rest, eat some food, whatever you need to recover a little bit. But I hope I can see you again in our future level 3 class. Our next Challenger class is coming up in April. If you like the September Challenger, please do follow along to our April Challenger as well. But in the meantime, we have other classes coming up. So starting next week on Tuesdays, we have our Rock Steady boxing class with Doug coming up, and that will run into November. So if you're interested in doing boxing, please do sign up. You can find that information on our website. And we've also got more exciting classes coming up for you in the winter and New Year as well. So do keep your eye out on the website. Thank you, everyone. Very, very well done. You've done so well, and I'm so proud. You're finished with the September Challenger. Very well done. 3 weeks of level 3. Woohoo! You've done it. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Please get some rest. I hope you're stiff and sore tomorrow in the best way possible. Bye. Thanks, everyone.